Windowed mode engage. Hi there, I'm Grimith and this is EG, brought to you by Draugo as part of the Rewarding the Warders opportunity I offered last year. EG, in the creator's words, is an action-packed strategic platform shooter. I've never played it. The game is free and I'll provide a link in the video description for you. Now, Draugo wants me to do 2 7-hour runs of EG. The first is a free run, while the second will be a pacifist run. I want to discover plot developments and secrets on my own, so I'll probably do at least one run, if not both, before uploading anything. Sorry for the inconvenience, try not to slit your wrists. A few technical notes, EG only plays in an 800 by 600 resolution. My recorder is stretching that to 960 by 720. The YouTube player hates 800 by 600, and I'm triggering the 720 resolution for YouTube. Because I'm smart. Also, I dislike games when they go full screen, because I tested this out in full screen. It just completely scatters all of my icons. I also dislike games that have no sound controls. At least I can show my time? That's cool. I read the manual, I think it was 2 days ago. Very simple controls. I'll learn them as I go. Apparently there's a tutorial built into the game. I think we'll be fine, and if not, well, get angry? Let's go ahead and start a new game on normal difficulty. That'll be sufficient for me. DCM FPR Research Facility? Did my voice just crack there? I'm pretty sure I already went for puberty. No matter. So we got the city of Townsville here. And it's under attack. Alright, we're done. Press down or C to advance messages or escape to skip dialogues and cutscenes completely. Are you sure we should do this? What if she malfunctions or dies? I want another week to make sure. I don't think we've got another week. We've wasted months enough. What good will it do if we can't perfect her? They have an army and we have a potential soldier at best. Even with that gun we found. Look, as long as we can do something, I'm now understanding that probably means DOC instead of DOC. That's better than nothing at all. I'd rather see her alive again at least once before we die. Like she'd make that much of a difference. Stop bickering already. Should we wake her up or not? Yes, of course. There. Now, first we should check mental stability, sensory response, and... Wait, what's that sound? What's wrong? Oh no, everyone to the safe room! Too late! Oh well. That's the protagonist, by the way. I'll be playing as her. Her name is EG. Hello? Dad? Mia? Well. EG! EG, calm down. It's me, Dan. I'm in a control room in the middle of this complex, but I can see you through the cameras. There's a lot to explain. Bro, can you hear me? Keep your voice down. Yes, there are microphones in these speakers, but you shouldn't talk or the Tazen could hear you. I can talk as much as I want. I use all the speakers at once, and I don't think they understand any human languages. As far as I know, we were all visiting this place with Dad, as he works here. All of a sudden, an alien spaceship bombarded the area around this place with a space-to-ground weapon called an Alpha Strike. Then they came down and killed nearly everyone inside. That's why I'm stuck in this control room. They're called the Tazen, and I don't know why they invaded this complex, or if it's possible to make them leave, but I'm trying to find out, and I need your help to do it. You're lying. Calm down and listen. It's been 6 months since the Tazen invaded this place. Since then, a team of researchers trapped in here tried to study their nanotechnology to find a way to stop them. They managed to make a cyborg soldier out of the only suitable survivor they could find, using the Tazen's technology. You are that cyborg. No, you're just making this up. It's just a dream, isn't it? E.G., calm down. No! E.G.! We've been over this 100 times now. Our family's gone. You have to trust me and head out there. Your only other option is to stay locked in that room and die. I know. Your goal is to talk to one of the Tazen leaders and convince them to take their spaceship and leave. That's a, interesting goal. But why hasn't anyone done something about them? Hasn't the rest of the world noticed what's going on here? I think we'll have to take this one step at a time. You really have to get going sooner. The Tazen will find you. Okay. It's probably not the proper tone of voice. Alright, time to move. Beside you lies a very special Tazen nanogun. Learn to use it and guard it with your life. From now on, you have to do exactly as I say, down to the last word, okay? I'm always great at following instructions. Alright, I guess I'll try. I'll direct you to a Tazen elite called Crotera, so we can have a talk with him. Remember his name. You have the ability to understand their language, but they don't have the ability to understand ours, I guess. And your personal nanofield alters what you say, so they can understand you too. Okay. Stay on your guard. Everyone in this complex is under orders to kill on sight. Don't bother trying to communicate with anyone but Crotera. I'm sorry we have to do this, but good luck. Hope. Okay, let's get you out of there. The small hovering machines you'll see up ahead are Tazen logbooks, but I've cracked them to write important information in them. Press C to read them. To continue reading this message, press down or C. Now, there are many things you must learn. Use the left and right arrow keys to move around, the up key to jump, and hold down the duck. Alright. Strength of 2 to kick down that shield door. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Just march around, use materials disposal. Use your kick Z key to destroy the obstacles on the right. You can also hold down while jumping to crush them. Don't bother destroying all the boxes though, you won't find anything useful in them. Crush them, huh? Well. That's definitely right. Alright. To climb a ledge, jump and push against the wall. You can only catch a ledge while falling downward. Remember, hold up to jump higher. You can catch a ledge, huh? Okay. So you can do little bunny hops, and you can also do that. The black weapon you're holding is a Tazen nanogun, currently fitted with only a shotgun nano weapon. Try it out by destroying the obstacles on your right. X key. You can also hold the key to fire continuously. Also, I have to turn down my personal volume. Okay. Headset gets distracting for me at times. I gotta think here and talk at the same time. I don't have time for sounds. You can also hold the key to fire continuously. The blue bar beneath the weapon named shows you how long it takes to reload the nanogun after firing it. Okay. Got it. Up ahead is the patrol spot for a Tazen scout. These are low-ranking Tazen who are rather slow in the head and only armed with a burst machine gun. Don't run into him or try to kick him. Use your nanogun and duck behind the crates if you have to. You don't have to kill him if you don't want to, but you need the practice. Well, if I have to do a pacifist run of this in my second time through, at least to satisfy the request, who knows whether I will or not, right? It's not like I care about what people think. I might as well go through the whole process of murder and slaughter. I'm into it. See if he'll turn his back to me. And notice that there's a timer up there in the top left corner. Doesn't look like he's too interested. Maybe he heard me. Whatever. Get wrecked, kid. The machine gun that Tazen used damages your armor, represented by the green bar in the lower middle of the screen. When your armor drops to 0, you'll take health damage and the armor is refilled. To your right are 2 nanofields. The red nanofield will regenerate some health and armor, and the green nanofield only armor. Also, whenever you take health damage, you'll blink. While blinking, you take no damage and cannot be sent flying. Okay, that's good to know. But my health and armor are full, so that's a thing. Also, that looks to be like a glass ceiling. I suppose I can aim up, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tazen have armor and health too, and your shotgun deals armor damage. These green scouts are weak, but this place is also full of blue-colored soldiers with rocket launchers, so be sure to get out of the way when their guns start emitting smoke. Rockets deal hit point damage regardless of your armor. Put another way, 1 health point represents a full bar of armor, but powerful attacks bypass your current armor entirely. Okay. It's time to learn about stats and leveling up. As you know, you are capable of assimilating nanofields, like those red and green ones, gatherings of microscopic robots that together can perform complicated tasks. Like the Tazen, you have a special personal nanofield operating your body and nanogun. Blue nanofields, like the one the dead Tazen dropped, are the most important. They add to your nano total, allowing you to level up. Level up, bitches! When you assimilate enough blue nanofields, you'll reach the next level. The lower right of the screen, you'll see that your level is now 1 and you've gotten a point. Simply leveling up doesn't make you stronger. You must use the point you got at a purple cyborg station. You can see one to your right. Press the C key to operate it, then move on to the next message. That's a station to increase maximum hit points. That particular station upgraded your health stat, which determines how many hit points you have. You can see your stats in the bottom right corner of the screen. Other cyborg stations can upgrade other stats. Assimilation is a slow process. This complex is divided into sectors, and I estimate that you can only gain 5 levels per sector. Higher difficulties allow you to gain fewer levels per sector. Apparently the highest difficulty, you only have so much time to complete each sector, instead of being timed at the process. Some stations for the rest of the stats are lined up to the right. I'll explain them now. Attack determines how powerful your nano-weapons are. Assimilate determines how much armor you repair when assimilating nanofields. It also increases ammo capacity for all nano-weapons. Strength determines the power of your kick, upgraded to kick down bigger enemies. Upgrade your Tazen stat to assimilate new Tazen nano-weapons. These guys have also gathered stolen Kamato weapons, for which you need Kamato, but these are extremely rare, so don't bother yet. Most weapons use ammunition, but the shotgun has an infinite... whatever. So, let's actually... well, let's go ahead and read this. To your right is a shield door using a Tazen technology that makes it impervious to nano-weapons. This shield is only used on inanimate objects, as the air around it is dangerous to the nervous system. The only way to break down a door like this is with a physical attack, namely your kick. Ziki, some shield doors require a higher strength stat to break down. So, let me actually go ahead and try to look for strength. Because I actually want to upgrade my strength, and then slowly trundle back. Bam. And for fun, we'll break down this box too. So yeah, level 1 down there in the bottom right corner, that bar that says nano on it is a visual representation of how close I am to the next level. Kick down the door, and he's not breathing, and no pulse. This is Sonia Plate. It's amazing what we have accomplished. Surviving for this long among the Tazen is one thing, but when Dan systematically deciphered their language and discovered how to crack their logbooks and even type with a readable for us font, I suppose that's when the change happened. The change in me, Doc, and Becker to push on and finish turning this girl into the first nano-field-driven human being. Tazen's technology is unlike anything we've ever seen, but there's a clear, if non-human cognitive process behind it. The subject is unfortunately Dan's sister, the older daughter of Ron over in Sector 6. He's dead, of course. I advised Dan to throw away his emotions early on, or we may run into trouble, and he did. We can only hope E.G. will do the same. We don't have the time nor the resources to get her a decent suit of armor underneath the personal nanofield. like the Tazen used for enhanced shock protection. Instead, we'll focus on mobility. Less restraining clothes, more motion amplifiers. She's been decked for 5 months, though. The risk of illness will keep increasing if we can't finish her soon. I've gotten rid of my emotions and expectations, too, so I'm prepared for the possibility that she won't wake up when we finally boot the nanofield. But one thing I've never given up? Hope. Silly, but it's true. Looks like the control unit's in place. Time to stitch it up. Glad we worked in medical. Becca writing. Blade is taken to the girl and is really pushing our work forward. I'm glad someone of her caliber is still with us. We must finish within 3 months because we haven't decided what to do once supplies run out. With the latest surge of troops, Dan is stuck in that control room so we can't share rations anymore. Whatever Doc and Plate say about the Tazen, what I find the most fascinating is how quickly people can adapt to dramatic changes. I mean, just look at us. Look here, Tazen. What's your weapons to our will to live? You'll see once E.G. wakes up. Oh yeah, you will. This is Sonia Plate. Some of the nano-weapons we've managed to understand seem by chance very close to human weaponry. The translations we put into E.G.'s nanofield reflect what kind of effects you would expect of them, such as shotgun and machine gun. Others are so out there, we simply did our best with the translation. We also found plans for combining nano-weapons and interfacing with doors, which is why we spent 3 weeks fitting E.G. with the ability to crack nanotechnology. Let's hope she understands it. I didn't sleep for days when implementing this. Disassembling a ternary programming language with our lab computers is like cutting cheese with a toothbrush. It appears the same going for the Tazen. Doc believes they don't even understand their own technology. Their weapons and nanofields hold potentials they simply can't grasp, and judging by their logs, neither can the majority of that other species they keep referring to. I shudder at the thought of where these human-looking Tazen came from, and how they turned such a technology mainstream for military purposes. Becker says ration time. Sick of vending machine leftovers. Note to self, leave the deep thoughts for when they'll actually matter. Employee of the month? This picture was taken when we visited Dad and Dan. Must have been the same day the Tazen struck this place. I remember Mia wearing this ribbon. Dad. Mia. E.G., what are you doing staring at that picture? Get a move on. But what's done is done. Who's dead is dead. Get over it and move. Poster permanently unlocked in the extras menu. This is Dan writing. So I've just learned how to crack these logbooks, and now Doc wanted me to come over and see her for myself. I know the Tazen patrol spots, but the moment I leave my control room, it's always pretty frightening. Inside I can see and listen to the whole complex, talk to Doc and the others through the speakers, but outside I'm just a human among the Tazen. I've no idea how long my supplies will last either. They've got the storerooms guarded. Whatever, as long as Sis is still alive. Doc and the team said they'd only augment her arms and legs with that nanofield they're going to project around her. I know it's the only thing that can withstand their weapons, but I don't know if it makes me feel better to see her lying here. She's breathing, maybe even dreaming, unaware of what's to come. Alright, more reading than what I thought I'd have to do. My throat was not ready. Could use a sprint option, but I suppose there's something to be said for this slow, terrifying, not sure if I would call it a stroll, an amble, a gait, a saunter. Such sauciness. All of these descriptions do not apply to her. Let's kick down this door and move on. This is a Tazen lift. They replaced all the elevators in this place with their own, faster version. Stand on and tap up or down to change floors. Cool. Alright. Get wrecked, kid. Oh, we've got unknown stuff, and we managed to kick down that door. We didn't improve our health like the game wanted us to. Okay, I think you're all set for heading out. Don't be surprised when I start talking to you through the speakers like this. Okay, come over here. All the professionalism of drinking 1% milk. Only available on this channel. The hypest gameplay on YouTube. Dan? What is it? This gun's so heavy I can barely even carry it without standing straight. And also, how many Tazen do you think I'll have to face on my way to Crotera? I really don't want to fight them. You'll get used to it. Unless you learn to fight, you won't be getting anywhere, okay? Okay. However, and I'll only say this once, what you do or who you kill, nothing will get past the tasing. So survival comes first, so shooting them doesn't make you evil, just better prepared for what's ahead. Enough about that. Use the teleporter to the right and get going. So there was like a glass thing that was up above my head. Huh. Huh. I didn't actually know that was a thing. I was just wondering how to break that. Can I jump into that? Oh, maybe if I hadn't broken the boxes. Oh well. I had that epiphany, and they'll get on with their lives. There is no time. I guess I'm gonna go walk through and broken like all those lamp things. Go ahead and warp. Use materials access. Oops. My character even apologized. Sorry. The instruction manual notes that the choices that you make and what you do matter. Especially with the idea that there's a pacifist run involved in all of this. Lights! Raise the power of attacks. Well, I do have a point still, but I'll save that. Ah, that takes me back down here. Where you could easily get at that, the door. It gives you a chance to get back to the door. If you had spent your points on... Okay, that's cool. That's very generous of the game. Also allows me to see that there weren't sufficient boxes placed there for me to reach that. Okay. Spiffing. Well, sorry everyone for this walk, because we're gonna have to go back. Backtracking. Quality content. Well, what do I actually want to upgrade then? I don't know. Let me get a rundown of all these again. I keep upgrading strength. That sounds pretty exciting, but we'll save the point. Since I can do that. Don't have to be in such a rush. I don't remember whether the manual said whether you could, reallocate points. And also, I forgot that I, checked over here. Herder! Like the music. And I did quite a bit of volume testing on the main menu track, so I think the volume balance should be sufficient. If anything's a little too high, at least in my opinion. Alright, so someone spotted me off-screen, who I couldn't spot, and began trying to hurt me. And that's not very nice. No. Okay, so I can apparently attempt to crack those if I have a crack skill of 2. If I had a strength of 3, I could kick his ass. Ah, alright. That gives me things to look forward to in the future. My character also understandably cannot shoot while flying in the air. And that's Rocket Launcher Man. Looks like he's smart enough to not use his rocket launcher in such close quarters. Alright. Not a problem with that. Author, Tazen Soldier, them. Subject, Subject, humans. According to officials, the sentient race we found on this planet is called the humans. I don't know how they found that out, and I don't want to know. Stick me with the people who take orders first and ask questions later. Okay. That's cool. I guess that's just featuring. What's over here? Assimilate. Increase ammo cap. Increase ammo cap, repair, whatever. Oops. Wait, there looks like a... Maybe you could break that? There also appears to be a way that you could just, like, fall down there, so that's a thing. I don't feel like stopping. You can't make me. Health increase maximum hit points, which I haven't done yet. Although, the game certainly did request it of me, because I'm so pro. So pro. Looks like they can pick up the power-ups as well. Not that I'm surprised, it's just they can. You also broke my cover. What a dick. Get wrecked, glass. It's one of Mia's ribbons. What's it doing here? Iji, what's wrong? Nothing. She can't be alive anyway. Never mind. Apparently I found one of Mia's ribbons? Get wrecked, door. Author. Subject storage area. Did I lock the door to the storage area? I keep forgetting that. In fact, did I even open the door in the first place? Now that I mention it, I don't think I've ever been to the storage area before. Man, I'm so envious of the soldiers. At least their brains reacted well to the combat drugs. Stupid army's just using a scout, you know. They're pushing us around. Let's go down here. Be mischievous. Completely destroy him. Like it. I also want some of that. Because I want to kick a fool. I just want to fall down here. What? Holy crap. Just consumed my armor. Well, we've learned something. Have we? Have we really? There was nothing... Okay. Brrr. That was a mistake. I'ma kick you. I'ma do it. Yeah! Oh, that was a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't like to apologize, but I'm not actually sorry. Eyes. Might have to raise my assimilate, or maybe, I think it's my assimilate in order for me to get access to more powerful weaponry. Was my assimilate increasing option over here? I like how I had that. Are you assimilate? No, your health. I think it was over here. Yeah. Repair more armor. I think it was Assimilate that did this. We'll take a level of this. And if I'm wrong, well, not the first time. It's okay. Also, we'll break that. Because it was there. And why not, right? Speaking of there... An emergency armory. Hi, it's Stan again. You need a tase and stand at 3. Ah, right. It's not assimilate. It's actually greasing the tase him. You need a tase and stand at 3 to handle the nano weapon you see before you. It's up to you if you want it now, but the more efficiently you can kill your enemies, the better. Dan? What's wrong? The Tazen, they kind of look like, I can assure you they're not people. They're not from this world. I know it may be difficult fighting them now, but you need to get over that as soon as possible. We can't stop and wait for everyone you shoot. Okay, so... Turn report. Nothing to report as usual. There's no real danger left here. Most troops agree with Elite Crotera, though, so no alien is to escape alive. And this is health. So I can't actually equip this weapon. Because I spent that... Oh, there we go. Oh, what the hell? I am busy right here, sir. Excuse me? So rude. God. That's pretty satisfying. And I am the maximum level possible for this sector. I can also see those bars, now that I'm looking at it, which might signify where I might need various levels of things. Stop! That's pretty fun. However, I don't actually need to kill anyone. It's not like I can level up and benefit from it anymore. That there's simply no time. Also, that thing will eat me. I'm not interested. What the hell's the point of this? Ha. Ha. There was just a glass up there, and all it was protecting was those damn lights. Ha. Ha. Pause menu. Seriously, Commander keeps telling us if you ever forget about your weapons, enemies, or abilities, check the pause menu by pressing escape. This is some new helmet interface upgrade. I bet the soldiers are keeping it from the scouts, jerks. Huh. Interesting. Well, I took 2 damage. I got 13 kills. We're gonna go ahead and save the game here. It's fine with me. Seems like a great spot to break the video, so I will do just that. Talk to you folks later.